Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. We're going to be in the Fantasy Trip, the Labyrinth book for this one. We are looking at continuing all the different combat rules, and the one we're going to look at for this video is going to be long range missile fire. So let me find the page and we'll read in and see what the rules are for it. Okay. Long-range missile fire. The maximum distance that a missile weapon may be fired is a function of the user's strength. Maximum range for any bow is 25 times strength of the user. Maximum effective range is 20 times the strength. Example, Peterson the prodigious, strength 20, could fire an arrow 500 hexes, or 500 yards. Which is about the same thing to deliver a message, irritate a sentry, etc. At this range, even if the arrow hits, it will do only half damage rounded down. Preston's maximum effective range is 400 yards. At this range, anything he hits will take the arrow's full damage. Of course, Preston's accuracy will be minimal at this range. At a range of 400 yards, his dex, calculated in the normal way, would be around a minus 65. Since a 3, 4, or 5 always hits, his adjusted dex cannot really go below 5. Still, this means that at ranges past about 60 yards, most bowmen will be down to adjusted dex 5, about a 4.5% chance of hitting. Not too good. High dex figures will do a little better, but the ones who are really effective at long ranges are the high dex figures who are also trained bowmen. In other words, the ones with the missile weapons talent. So you're going to want the missile weapons talent to really be able to go into the long range missile fire. A figure with the talent suffers the following dex penalties at long ranges. Out to 25 yards, normal dex penalty. 26 to 50 yards, a dex of minus 4. 51 to 100 yards, a dex of minus 5. 101 to 150 yards, a dex of minus 6. 151 to 200 yards, a dex of minus 7. 201 to 250 yards, a dex of minus 8, and so on. Even with this talent, a figure cannot fire beyond the range allowed by his strength. Crossbows. The maximum range for a crossbow is given by the minimum strength to use it, rather than the user's strength. A light crossbow has a minimum effective range of 240 hexes and a maximum range of 300. For a heavy crossbow, the ranges are 300 and 375 yards. Missile spells. The maximum range of a missile spell is calculated by the same formula, but use the strength put into the spell. So the amount of mana you put into the spell determines how far. A mana 3 fireball has a maximum effective range of 60 hexes and would reach with half damage to 75. A figure who knows a missile spell and has the missile weapons talent can use the long range dex rules given above. A figure using a magical item to fire a missile spell could not use the missile weapons talent and dex modifications unless he also knew the same missile spell himself. So, if you want to really optimize the long range missile fire and take advantage of hundreds of yards, you're going to want to make sure you have the missile weapons talent. I don't know why, if you were using a bow anyways, you wouldn't take it, because it gives you a bigger dex bonus with missile weapons. Now, spellcasters, I can see why they might not take it, because them casting magic, to learn a talent like that, they would have to spend 2 or 4, I think it's 4 or 6. I think it's a 2 or 3 point talent, so they have to spend 4 or 6 IQ points to learn it, or a lot of XP. So, not saying it wouldn't be worth it at higher levels, just starting out, I don't see a mage learning this, the talent for missile spells. So if you're confused about anything, let me know in the comments below. I'll try to clarify a little bit more. If you were to use these rules, I'd recommend that you would write the yardage with the dex penalties. So that way you would have what the dex penalties are if they have the missile weapon talent. If you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments below. Until we all game again, guys.